Hello po. Balik po tayo ngayon sa ating paksa na ang mga estudyante dito ay isa-isa nang iniimbestigahan at lahat ng mga outlet ay tinatanong kung sila ay nagtatrabaho sa pamamagitan ng student visa. At merong may-ari na sinasabi ay sila ay mga estudyante pero hinihiling ng immigration officer na paano nyo nalaman. Titingnan namin ang mga visa. Yan po, no? Yung mga pasarin. At saka yung edad. Kung kayo ay mag-immigrate sa Australia, ang edad po ay hanggang 45. Kung taga New Zealand kayo, o taga Australia na kayo, wala akong age limit. Pero pag kayo ay pupunta sa Australia, ang edad nyo ay magpo-45, disqualified na kayo. Hindi kayo bibigyan ng student visa at kailangan magpa-nominate kayo sa kamag-anak ninyo. Ano po? At ang mga paksa na yan ay ating malalaman. Una ay na-discover na kung ano ang extraction ng student visa 500 na inaabuso ng iba't ibang mga kabataan na gustong mag-aral sa Australia pero nagtatrabaho. Marami na pong nahuli. Isa-isa lang nila tapos bina-blacklisted nila, no? Yung mga nahuhuli at hindi na pwedeng makabalik. Pero bakit mag-a-apply kayo ng student visa? Ang gusto lang naman ninyo ay trabaho. No? Meron hong visa para kayo magtrabaho. 2 taon o 5 taon. Yan po ang nasa topic natin ngayon. Sige po, panoorin natin ito at wag nating aalpasan. Sige po. Mamaya nga po pala, i-discuss ko rin ang mga visa ng edad na before 45 years old.
It is no secret many international students prefer to study in Australia because it has an incredible education system.
Problema rin ng mga Pilipino. Oh? Ang problema po ng Pilipino ay pumupunta rito, mga Indonesian, entitled sila ng 2 years, depende sa kanilang visa, at entitled sila ng 5 years, o ano, depende nga po. Ang ginagawa nila, parang yung ginagawa ng mga OFW sa atin. Ano po, yung mga 6 months uuwi o 2 years uuwi, babalik uli. Kasi hanggang doon sila, 2 years o 5 years. Depende sa visa na binigay sa inyo. Kung ano yung in-applyan nyo, ibibigay naman sa inyo, magsabi lang kayo ng totoo, wag hutrik. Kasi, nahuhuli yung mga fraudulent, nahuhuli po at blacklisted na. Sayang, no? Diretsuhin natin sila. Tuloy natin ito.
And offers a better standard of living. But is that it? According to recent news, the student visa subclass 500 has been subject to scams by many international students. Reports suggest many overseas students, mainly belonging to India, have recently obtained a student visa subclass 500 by submitting fraudulent documentation or enrolling in a relevant course just to obtain a pathway to permanent residence in Australia. It should be noted that a student visa holder can downgrade their course at any time after coming to Australia to retain minimal study requirements, allowing them to seek employment. Needless to say, it is easy for visa holders living in Australia to go for permanent residence. Interestingly, this is nothing new.
Ang edad. At sa edad na ito ay ipapaliwanag rin ng video na ito na kung ano makukuha ninyo sa visa 491, 186 or whatsoever. Kailangan lang intindihin ninyo kasi kung ako magpapaliwanag napaka broad ho ng pero ito ho maganda, no? Ano po? Tingnan natin. Panoorin natin ito. Tuloy natin.
However, before COVID this happened nearly 10% of the time, but now it has surged to 70%. Of course, the higher education sector and the Australian government are highly worried about how such fraudulent activities will affect the integrity of the country's immigration system.
Nga pala ho, no?
A parliamentary
Mag-login kayo
inquiry
sa
into
immigration,
international education
Australian
is scheduled for
immigration.
mid-April.
At nang makakakuha rin kayo ng
Yes,
latest
there's a lot of
upgrade.
negativity around Australian student
Latest
visas,
upgrade.
but they have numerous benefits for international
po yan sa
students in
YouTube.
Australia when
Marami.
utilized appropriately.
Hindi ko naman nire-recommend. So, syempre, kung saan ninyo makikita ang kasagutan, wag na ninyong i-publish sa mga comment, no? Kasi nakarating nga kayo sa channel ng ganitong, kaya nitong channel na to, napakaganda ho nung mag-search kayo ng karapat-dapat.
Age limit for Australian immigration. Do you want to know if there is an age limit for Australian immigration? By the end of today's video, your questions about the age limit for Australian immigration and suitable visa options will be answered. So in 45, you will not be eligible for this program anymore. Consequently, SkillSelect will send an automated email to inform you about the cancellation of your EOI. Moving on, let's look at the age limit for the employer migration visas. Now the age limits for employer migration visas are quite circumstantial. For instance, the 482 temporary skills shortage sponsorship visas have no age limits, but you cannot transition to a permanent employer visa subclass 186 if you are 45 years old or more. There are some situations in which applicants are offered age exceptions. For example, some doctors, researchers, professors, certain New Zealand citizens, specific academic workers, and scientists can apply for employer migration visas without worrying about the age limits. Plus, individuals living in Australia on a 3-year sponsorship 482 visa and earning the Fair Work High Income threshold, which is 160,000 Australian dollars per year, enjoy such exceptions. Furthermore, the Regional Temporary Sponsorship Visa 494 has an age limit of 45 years. However, the exceptions mentioned earlier also apply to this visa subclass. Regardless, you are advised against relying on such exceptions because they are very rare as far as the age limit for Australian immigration is concerned.
Yan po mga pagpapaliwanag ng mga visa, no? Kung ano yung visa subclass 186, 191, 189, 491. Ito po nandito lahat kumpleto.
Offered by Australia, you first need to learn other important information about them. For starters, there's the Skilled Migration Program that offers the following general skilled migration visas, also known as GSM. Permanent Skilled Independent Visa Subclass 189. Permanent Skilled Nominated Visa Subclass 190. And Temporary Skilled Work Regional Visa Subclass 491. Similarly, the Employer Migration Program gives you the following list of options to choose from. Permanent Employer Nomination Visa Subclass 186. Temporary Sponsorship Visa Subclass 482. And Temporary Regional Sponsorship Visa Subclass 494. Now, let's discuss the age limit for visas in General Skilled Migration Program. The General Skilled Migration visas have an age limit of 45 years without any exceptions. Suppose you submit your expression of interest, also known as EOI, and are waiting to receive an invitation.
Yan na po ang siguro naman po naliwanagan na kayo kung anong gusto ninyong applyan na visa. Lahat po tayo may right na umapply at sabihin natin ang totoo, no? Kasi pag nandito ka na, may hirapan ka dahil wala ka masyadong kakilala, may kamag-anak ka, may kaibigan ka, pero ayaw nilang madawit kung anong gagawin mong illegal, no? At saka hindi naman po maganda yon na nagtatrabaho rin para sa pamilya nila, bigla niyong bibigyan ng trouble. Kasi po kung kayo ay expire na ang visa o kayo ay tourist visa pa lang, hindi kayo require magtrabaho. No? Gusto ko sana sa inyong ipaliwanag na hindi isa ho yung violation. At pag yun nalaman ng immigration, ay pupuntahan kayo. Bakit malalaman yun? Yung pinagtatrabahuhan nyo mismo, ipa-file off kayo. Kasi pag nahuli kayo sa kanila, magmumulta sila. No po? Ngayon, kung kayo approved na student, hindi pa rin kayo pwedeng magtrabaho hanggat hindi kayo binibigyan ng bridging visa na may tatak na permitted to work. Lahat ng visa, lahat ng klase ng visa. Pag walang nakalagay doon na permitted to work, kasi nilalagyan nila yan ng permitted to work. Ano po? At yan ang dadalhin mo. Kukuha ka ng driver license. Pero ang payo ko sa mga pupunta rito ay kumuha na ng driver license at i-convert ninyo dito. No? Para kayo napakadali. Napakadaling magmaneho. Hanggang dito na lang po tayo at ako po'y nagpapasalamat na pinanood ninyo to at kayo po ay maliliwanagan ng mga tamang asal, tamang respeto sa law ng immigration ng Australia at harinawan natulungan kayo ng magpapublish po ako ng isa pa na tungkol sa mga bakanting trabaho na pwede ninyong applyan at pwede kayong i-nominate. Nung araw merong visa na 487. Ang mga kumpanya ay kinukuha yung mga tao na gusto nila. It doesn't matter, alam mong gawin ito. Tingnan ko nga ang experience mo, no? Experience. Makikita nila ro, no? Ikaw galing ng Saudi, trabaho mo yan sa Saudi. Yung resume. Pero pag pinektos mo yan, nalalaman naman nila eh. Kasi they ring. O sige po, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.